Hello, Mind Friends. I wanted to share with you something that has been paramount for me with overcoming obstacles and actually moving forward, regardless of the size of the obstacle. And no matter how bad the circumstance just completely sucked, this is one thing that has been completely pivotal. And take from it, absorb it, and if it can help you out, then run with it. So here it is. It has to do with opinions. Mine, as well as everybody else's. There's a time and a place for opinions, but hear me out on this. Never, ever, ever let somebody else's opinions get in your way of creating success, and you define whatever success looks like for you. And on the other end of that, and this is the more humble side, so be humble, never, ever, ever let your personal opinions get in the way of somebody else's success. It's a two-way street. Most people can see the one way, but to see it two ways, that's humility, that's humble. And what's the old saying? The prideful will be torn down, the humble will be lifted up. And when I started subscribing to that philosophy about this two-way street of opinions, things changed for me pretty dramatically. I'm talking about struggles I had been in that I was in year after year, and I wasn't seeming to graduate onto new, better challenges because I just had this one-way thing of opinions. Now I see it two ways. There's a time and place for opinions, but let me give you some context here. In my opinion, when you hear somebody talking about this or that, giving their opinions, reviewing this, a testimonial, saying this or that, or making statements, whatever it is, you have to realize they're probably not giving it the proper context so that you can truly understand it. They might be embellishing. Some people lie. You just don't know. You can't know. Not only that, but even if you did understand and everything, everybody has their own areas of their own talents. People that have different gifts. All of us are born with different gifts that we've been gifted in, and no matter who you are, all of us, every single one of you, were designed to be wealthy and rich in every way possible. There's no single life on this planet that was designed to be poor. I don't care what people have been selling you your whole life, regardless of what you've been allowing people to sell you your whole life. You were not meant to be anything but accumulate wealth in every way possible. That's what you're designed for. And I think that when we start to let other people's opinions affect us negatively, we go against what we were designed for. And I think it leads to a very lazy, poor mindset that is not looking for answers. When you're not looking for answers, it's a lazy, poor mindset. When you're looking for answers and solutions, no matter how tough things are, then your mind is in a rich and creative mindset. And a rich and creative mindset eventually leads to a rich life. And a poor, lazy mindset leads to a poor life in every way possible. I'm not talking about just in terms of money, but freedom of time, the quality of the relationships, your ability to overcome problems no matter how big they are. That's huge. So for example, I love statement makers. Not really. Okay, so when someone makes a statement such as, ABC, it's not working for me. It's a bad idea. That's a pretty bad statement. It's an opinion. You could hear that, and you could be like, well, maybe that wouldn't work for me either. Now you're letting somebody else's opinion get in the way of your success. So now the burden becomes for you. When you're making statements and opinions, if something isn't working for you, here's how you change it. A, B, and C, something wrong. It isn't working for me. What can I do to fix it? And now you're opening up your brain to a rich and creative mindset. Here's another one. This is pretty common. This ABC thing is too expensive. I can't afford it. And then you leave yourself in the mess. Instead of that, say, this A, B, and C thing, it's really cool. The value is there, but I don't have the money for it. What can I do to afford it? Now you go from a lazy, poor mindset that leads to poverty to a rich and creative one that is looking for answers. And who knows how long it'll take. The important thing is you get started on that process. And you'll eventually get there, so long as you're humble enough to be corrected and to not let other people's opinions get in your way. And also, going back to that two-way opinion street, you're not putting opinions and statements out there getting in the way of other people's success. So don't do that. Never ever make those statements that just leave you in the mess. Don't create a facade either. Don't say, oh, everything's great when it's not. You got to know where you're at. You got to know yourself to grow yourself. You really do. Don't put up facades. See yourself in it. If you're broke, say I'm broke. But don't leave yourself there. say, what can I do to fix it? What can I do to fix it so that I never have that same problem again? Why not start talking like that? I don't have any time. What can I do to open up more time? What can I do to be faithful with what I've been given and where I've been planted so that I can grow and I can be given more? What can I do to be faithful with what I have? Even if it's just a heartbeat and some desire, and that's all that you have right now, that's all you need. Just be faithful with that and you'll be given more. I hope that helps. I hope that helps unlock your brain. So if you are stuck somewhere and maybe you've been letting other people's opinions get in your way, or maybe you've been saying stupid stuff that gets in other people's way, including your own, whatever you've been buying, whatever others have been trying to sell you, not just financial stuff, but just in terms of ideas, you can consciously accept or rebuke whatever seed that is trying to be planted into your brain. So get wise about what you let take root in your brain, and be wise with what comes out of your mouth too. That somebody else might take root inside of their brain. It's a two-way street. So be conscious of that. And your life can so drastically start changing right now. Don't put it off. Procrastination, here's another one of my opinions. Do with it what you will, but procrastination is the cornerstone of all poverties. So, don't put this stuff off. Start consciously thinking about it. And equip yourself. And do what you need to be equipped to, solve whatever problems and go where you want to be. And be a willing, active participant in putting good seeds out there into the world from what you say and what you do. That's important. We need more of that. If you got value from this, go to my website. You might like more stuff I got up there. It's fireyourboss.xyz. I hope you enjoy the domain. Not .com, .xyz. fireyourboss.xyz. And as for me, right now I'm visiting with my birth family. I just found them a couple years ago. I was looking for 35 years at the time of this video. I'm 37 and a half years old. And I have the freedom to be able to visit whenever I want, which is completely awesome. I don't have a boss. I fired my boss in 2010, which for me meant that I called off the job search forever. And that was after starting a home business that I was invited to 2.5 years before that. So it took me 2.5 years of working hard in my spare time and overcoming a lot and having that two-way street of opinions. That was a big thing for me in overcoming that problem I had of, looking at the possibility of becoming homelessness and all the other stuff I was going through at the time. I had a lot of overcoming to do, but the gateway to creating my freedom and abilities to be able to give back more and contribute more was in the overcoming and that two-way opinion street, not letting other people's opinions get in my way because they were out there. There were opinions about my decision to be in a home business when I had no income and no job and this and that. There were a lot of opinions that said I shouldn't do it. And I did not let them get in my way. And I didn't, and I also, somewhere in that process, became very consciously aware of my opinions possibly getting in other people's ways. So I stopped. Don't want to do that. There's a time and place for opinions. Be smart about it. Be really smart. Develop the wisdom there. Okay, guys? So anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but I hope you enjoyed all of it. The reason why I went into that little side story just now is because I never like to talk about success if I'm not also talking about the overcoming, because I believe we as human beings will tend to use other people's success as a form of self-sabotage because we have no idea what that person did to achieve their success. We think that they were born with a silver spoon. Maybe some people are. But the successful, the people that are really rich, in my opinion, are the ones that had to overcome stuff and they figured stuff out and they grew into the person that could deserve the riches that they have. Because then it's relatable. Then it's like, if that person can do it, I can do it. If I can do it, maybe you can do it. I had no job, no money, no income, almost homeless. Now look at me. I have 6 houses, almost homeless to 6 houses, and no job, no boss, fired. That guy, girl, that ominous mean guy. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. Off the cuff, just as you like it, I'll be making more videos soon and more blogs. fireyourboss.xyz. If you made it to the end of this video, especially with that sidetrack nonsense, let me know. I'd be tickled if you connected with me privately to let me know. That would be something. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.